Hello everybody, welcome to my outdoor annual garden here. Just another update. Pretty much everything's the same. Got some cosmos here blooming. They're white with a purple edge to them. They're pretty cool. I have a couple of orange ones. Oh wait, never mind. I had a couple of orange ones in here, but I think I took them out. As you can see, they're starting to get to the point where they're going to start self-seeding, and more of them are coming as it keeps growing out. You can see here's some that's self-seeding soon. You can see that by this right here. But they're going to keep growing, and I'm going to get more. As you can see, this one right here already came off and is self-seeding. So that one's good. Coming over here, we have about the only perennial in this spot here, which is some chocolate mint. And I'm actually going to take a piece off, bring it out. So it looks pretty much like normal mint. If you look at the stem, I don't think these stems do it, but the stem on the main plant here has some purple in it. So I think that has a little bit to do with it being called chocolate mint. It does have a slight chocolatey flavor like an Andes mint. I think those are the one, the Andes, yeah. So over here we have the palpies that made it. As you can see, they're not looking the best, but a couple of them are looking pretty good. Those ones there are looking good. That one up front's not looking that great. And those ones there are not looking that great. That one's looking okay. So these ones will probably flower and get really big. These ones will probably stay kind of smaller and flower, which is fine with me because it allows me to just, not have as much to work with and have to take down at the end of the season and rip out. I usually rip all my plants out at the end of the season and mow them over, and then just use that as mulch in the yard. That's why the yard's starting to get a lot better. As you can see, I use black mulch, and under that you can see that most of this is just clay that I've started to amend. If you go down here, you can see it right there is clay. I can just go past this. You can see that's clay right there. So I have very clay soil. So I can't really put anything that takes any type of sandy soil in here. Over there is the balloon flower. It still hasn't flowered yet, but it will soon, because you can see right here. Right here is a flower bud. And that will turn into a balloon flower. And those literally look like a hot air balloon almost. Oop, dropped my mint. Okay, so anyway, I know this isn't too much of a exciting thing, but it is what it is. Maybe I'm not in the most excited mood of it, but it's also hot outside too. But it's pretty cool. Over here to finish off, we have zinnias to go next to the cosmos. All of these things except for the balloon flower and the mint are annuals. The mint is a new one, and that one I'm just going to have to keep smaller. It's starting to get too big. Well, that's the size I want it to be at most. So these zinnias are starting to come along. There's one over there, one zinnia right to the right of the chocolate mint, and that one is going to flower sooner than the rest, maybe. But we have some other ones here. Some of them are skinnier, smaller. As you can see, these are all ones that had themselves come up from self-seeding the season before. And you can tell because you have such a clump there and nothing, and then a clump there. I'm not going to really do anything except for probably take some of these extra ones out, because there's too many here. There's too many of these. They're going to choke each other out. So I'll probably just take a few out and leave the big ones, the 3 biggest ones there, and maybe another one in the back. But it's going to be a pretty nice little garden. Once they start flowering, it'll be really cool. And if they go anything like what they do, they'll go up to about here, and then they'll start folding over and get into the yard. And then we'll end up having flowers up to here where my foot is. We'll have zinnias coming out to here, and we have to literally pull them up to mow under it, or we're going to mow up the flowers. And that's always a pain. My wife doesn't like to do it, so I do it. So sometimes we tag team it, and I'll hold up the flowers and she'll do the mowing under, and other times she just mows over them. Whatever, there's just so many of them that it doesn't matter. She wants to do what she can do. It is her house too. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And just remember that, we have a great garden here for you to watch and grow. Have a great day.